This piece of AMC news is absolutely crazy. Let's read into what this could mean for the company, where I think the stock price could be headed, and a bunch more information coming soon. Make sure to watch to the very end of this video so you don't miss any of my analysis on AMC. And if you guys want to pick up a free stock with Public, check out our link down in the description below. When you guys sign up with our link, not only will you get a free stock when you deposit $1 of a great selection of companies, you also get to be part of an amazing social investing network and follow some of your favorite investors and keep up to date with what they're buying, what they're selling, and of course everyone's thoughts on the current market situation. But other than that, guys, let's get right into this video. Alrighty guys, here we are with AMC Entertainment. As you can see here, we're sitting at about $34.05 a share today, at just up about 23 cents on the day, or about 68%. Overall, nice little kind of recovery here intraday as far as the chart goes here on Public. As you can see, we're nicely recovering towards the upside. And in fact, we even have a little card down here that says AMC Entertainment is up. 2 hours ago, posted AMC Entertainment shares are trading lower. Reopening stocks have been under pressure amid growing C-19 concerns, while the stock also continues to see retail-driven volatility. So overall, the markets have been kind of a bit of a doozy the past couple of days. There's been a lot of red everywhere. And of course, that's to be expected. We see these types of things and it's understandable. Of course, we understand. But the main focus here, though, is not about the day-to-day volatility. The things that I like to look at AMC are, or what I like to look at in AMC is basically just fundamental stuff going on with different catalysts involved with news coming out about the company, as well as, of course, different technical factors in the actual chart price. But again, I'm not looking at AMC as a little day swing trade type thing. This is something that I am holding long-term, that I'm waiting for it to pan out in a positive or an overall positive way. And that might take a little while. Obviously, that's going to take patience for AMC to kind of push into those higher price levels, or even if it's going to squeeze eventually like we saw way back here, that may take some time. Again, these types of things don't happen overnight. A lot of this stuff takes patience. Well, the squeezes happen overnight, but overall, mostly uptrends of the stock do not happen overnight, right? That's kind of a patience-driven thing. And as long as good news continues to come out about the stock, we could see a reversal in this kind of negative downtrend we've been on. We'll get into more of the price action here in the later part of the video, but for now, this is the piece of news that I think is just absolutely incredible. I really want to talk about this because I think this proves or talks to the points that some people talk about with AMC in the issue of some of the leadership, right? Here's the title: AMC CFO dumps chunk of stock. Goodman now owns approximately 111,300 shares valued at more than 3.8 million. Let's read a little bit into this and see what happened. AMC Entertainment's chief financial officer, Sean Goodman, has dumped 45,405 shares of the company's stock in the transaction that took place on Monday. As you can see here, this is just overall price and where it's at currently. According to an SEC filing, the shares were sold at an average price of about $34.79 a share for a total transaction of $1,579,639. Goodman now owns approximately 111,300 shares valued at just over $3 million. AMC CEO touts transformational quarter will offer more tickets for Bitcoin. That's just a little news article link right there. We talked about Bitcoin actually in a previous video because of course AMC will start to accept that. Again, I think it's a good move from a hype perspective if you're trying to build hype for this company and trying to get new and young people into the theaters, especially with the kind of using Bitcoin as a news kind of worthy title. Basically, it's just a great headline generator. Oh, AMC now accepts Bitcoin for theaters. Again, it's good for Bitcoin and overall it's good for AMC as far as posterity goes and popularity. Let's read a little bit more of this article though. The move comes after AMC had a transformational second quarter earlier this month, raising $1.25 billion in fresh capital, boosting its total liquidity to a record high of more than $2 billion. The more chain turned meme stock narrowed its net loss during the quarter to $344 million or 71 cents per share, compared to a loss of $561.2 million or $5.38 per share a year ago. Total revenue for the quarter was $444.7 million, up from $18.9 million a year ago. Looking ahead, the company has estimated positive cash flow in the fourth quarter of this year if its overall domestic box office revenues reach at least $5.2 billion. So This was another really nice catalyst that we, talked about a couple weeks ago, where we hit that earnings day, and honestly, AMC did very, very well. A lot of people still complain that, well, they're still losing money and there's still a net loss of, millions, and how do you think that's good news? Well, in my opinion, it's better than nothing. It's better than going the other way and going worse into the more negatives. If anything, it's increasing in an upward trend of recovery as far as some of these metrics go. And to me, that's good news. To me, that is something that I look at as a positive factor. Let's keep reading this article. We'll wrap it up here with this last little paragraph here. On the company's earnings call, AMC CEO Adam Aron outlined a series of new measures that would allow the company to play offense going forward, including up to 10 new leases for existing theaters, the opening of roughly a dozen new AMC locations in the US, Europe, and the Middle East this year. Alternative programming, including 2 concert movies featuring Chance the Rapper and Halsey, a new formal agreement with Warner Brothers for an exclusive 45-day theatrical window of their 2022 film slate prior to at-home releases, and accepting Bitcoin as the alternative payment for online movie ticket purchases and concession orders. Aaron also told analysts and retail investors that he would recommend a new policy to AMC's board of directors, requiring him to hold a number of owned and granted shares equal to 8 years of its salary, or a $12 million stake. As part of this policy, Goodman would also be required to hold a number of owned and granted shares equal to 6 years of his salary. Meanwhile, AMC Executive Vice President would hold owned and granted shares equal to 4 years of their salaries, and Senior Vice Presidents would own a granted share equal to 2 years of their salary. So what's really interesting about that is the way that they're kind of structuring this stake deal with the granted shares that they're going to be giving to some of their executive members. Vice Presidents, obviously, different board members and things like that. Whether or not I think that's a good thing for AMC long term, yes, I do, because if anything, what this shows is that the executives are extremely confident in the company. Of course, if they have to hold that many shares, and they're willing to have almost 12 million, 6 million, $5 million basically locked up in shares of AMC that otherwise they could be spending. Again, that's good news, because I think overall that shows that there is obviously a lot of confidence in the higher ups of this company to continue to do great things and continue to push forward and create basically rebound this company into kind of better graces and overall better fundamentals. Now, this was pretty much the article. The main thing here was just that AMC CFO dumped his stock, so more than likely that caused a little bit of a pullback here. And, just so we can see it a little bit better here, no offense to Public, I love Public. You guys should check out the link down in the description below if you guys want to sign up and follow us on there. But here is what we were looking at on TradingView for AMC. As you can see here, it pulled back significantly here in after hours, wasn't too much. Pulled back that recent last trading day, likely due to that news that the CEO dropped. As you can see here, huge downward trend. Now, trying to recover a little bit here intraday, have a beautiful kind of cup shape. We'll see if the handle forms. If that does, we could go a lot higher come market open on Monday. Let's go to a wider time frame here, just so we have an understanding of what's going on with the stock overall. Obviously, we have the huge run up that we saw just back here in June, and of course, a lot of stagnation, a little bit of a downtrend here, more of a downtrend, and now sitting at $33.81. Whether or not it can break to this upside, we need more positive news. We need better earnings reports. Not the earnings report was bad. I like the earnings report, but we need better earnings reports. We need more positive news relating to AMC, more movies to come out. Revenues need to go up. And the kind of bottom line of all of this is the retail sentiment, right? At the end of the day, retail drives this stock heavily. We see volume that fluctuates into the stock, causing massive run-ups and massive pullbacks, whatever it is. Retail controls a lot of the stock. And yes, there are a lot of hedge funds there's a lot of hedge funds that could be manipulating the price and doing a lot of different things behind the scenes, of course. But again, the short squeeze is still not out of the equation. There's still plenty of short interest on this stock, and there's really been no covering whatsoever so far. So again, guys, we're going to be keeping a very close eye on AMC. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today concerning AMC. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new, hit the notification bell so you never miss a new video like this. If you guys want to pick up a free stock with Public, check out our link down in the description below. When you guys sign up with Public, not only are you signing up with a great social investing network where you can follow some of your favorite investors, including us, keep up to date with what we're buying, what we're selling, and of course our current thoughts on the market. You also get a free stock of a great selection of companies when you use our link, so definitely check out the link down in the description below. But other than that, guys, that is all I have for you guys today. I'm Kyle with Finance Bro. Take it easy.